Introducing the Hampton Bay 52-inch Benning indoor ceiling fan, the perfect blend of style, innovation, and value. The Benning features a powerful DC motor for quiet, energy-efficient performance, a three-way color temperature adjustable and dimmable LED light with a shadow-resistant shade for lasting brilliance, and a full-function remote control to conveniently operate the fan's speed, light, direction, and more. With the Benning ceiling fan, installation is a breeze thanks to features like a slide-on mounting bracket, twist and lock light shade, and easy connect plugs for the remote receiver to make wiring hassle-free. And with 5 reversible blades, it's easy to match your existing decor. With its touch of modern design, the Benning fan transforms any room, delivering comfort, convenience, and style you'll feel every day. Before starting any electrical project, make sure that the power is turned off at the breaker box and wall switch. You will also need to ensure that the outlet box being used is clearly marked acceptable for fan support. If not, you'll need to replace that before beginning. Start by unpacking the fan and checking that all parts are accounted for. In the box, you will have the following: 1 fan motor assembly, 1 slide-on mounting bracket, 1 LED module, 1 shatter-resistant plastic shade, 1 ball and downrod assembly with pre-installed hanger and locking pin, 1 canopy, 1 canopy ring, 1 remote control with wall cradle and remote receiver, 5 reversible blades, and a hardware pack with blade attachment screws, wire nuts, and batteries. For this easy installation project, you'll need the following tools: wire cutters and strippers, electrical tape, Phillips head screwdriver, a line voltage tester to make sure the wires aren't live before beginning, and a ladder. To attach the blades, start by flipping the motor housing over and resting it on a soft surface. We use the cardboard insert from the packaging. The blades are reversible, so choose the finish you want to show and make sure that finish is facing up. The blades attach to the fan using 3 screws each. The blades have 3 holes at the end that will align with the 3 screw holes on the flywheel of the motor housing. Insert the blade through the slot on the side of the motor and align the blade holes with the screw holes, and then secure the blade using a Phillips head screwdriver and 3 blade attachment screws. Repeat this process for the remaining blades and make sure all of the screws are completely tightened. Once all blades are attached, flip the fan back over, holding the fan body, not the blades. To attach the downrod, start by unwrapping the fan wires and gently stretching them out. Next, use a Phillips head screwdriver to loosen but not remove the set screw on the motor collar. Then, gently pull the green ground wire from inside the downrod and remove the locking pin and hanger pin from the end of the downrod. Next, route the fan wires through the canopy ring, making sure the black side with the notches is facing towards the ceiling and rested on top of the fan. Then route the wires through the canopy, making sure the largest opening of the canopy is facing towards the ceiling, and rest the canopy on the fan. Next, route the fan wires through the end of the downrod until they exit the ball side, and gently pull them through until the downrod meets the motor collar. Align the holes on the end of the downrod with the holes in the motor collar, and insert the downrod into the motor collar. To install the hanger and locking pins, slide the canopy up the downrod for easy hole access, and then secure the downrod by inserting the hanger pin into the hole on one side of the motor collar and pushing it through until it exits the opposite side of the motor collar. Then place the locking pin into the hole on the end of the hanger pin. Once the pins are set, use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten the set screw on the motor collar. Slide the canopy back down to the fan motor. Now the fan is ready to be hung. When lifting the fan, hold it by the downrod, not the blades. This fan features a slide-on mounting bracket to make installation easy. The mounting bracket has 2 slots that will align with the 2 screws in the outlet box. To install the mounting bracket, just align the slots of the mounting bracket with the 2 screws in the outlet box and slide the mounting bracket into place. This is just a close-up demonstration. To install the mounting bracket, first loosen but do not remove the 2 screws in the outlet box. Next, feed the house supply lines through the mounting bracket and align the slots of the mounting bracket with the screws that were loosened in the outlet box. Then slide the mounting bracket into place. Then, use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten both of the outlet box screws and secure the mounting bracket. Make sure both screws are completely tightened before proceeding. Once the mounting bracket is secure, loosen but do not remove the 2 screws at the base of the mounting bracket. Those will be used when attaching the canopy. Also, move the house wires out of the way to make hanging easier. Before hanging the fan, it is important to note the slot of the ball. That slot will align with the tab on the mounting bracket. When hanging the fan, you will slide the ball into the mounting bracket and then rotate the fan assembly until you feel the slot engage the tab. Once properly seated, the ball will drop slightly and the fan will rotate no further. If installing on an angled ceiling, the process is the same, just make sure the opening of the mounting bracket is facing towards the peak of the ceiling. This is just a close-up demonstration. When hanging the fan, remember to lift the fan motor assembly by holding the downrod and the base of the fan. Do not hold the fan using the blades. Lift the assembly up to the ceiling and note the location of the slot in the ball and the tab in the mounting bracket, and then slide the ball into the mounting bracket. Once placed, rotate the fan assembly until you feel the slot engage the tab. The fan will drop slightly when properly seated, and will rotate no further. The receiver has 2 plug inputs on its side, a white input and a black input. Insert the white plug from the fan into the white plug of the receiver and the black plug from the fan to the black plug of the receiver. Once connected, make sure that the flat side of the receiver is facing towards the ceiling, and then slide the receiver into the mounting bracket until it rests on top of the ball and downrod assembly, and then gently tuck the excess wires into the outlet box and mounting bracket. Start the wiring by taking the green wires from the mounting bracket, downrod, and receiver and twisting those wires together. Once those are connected, twist those together with the bare copper or green wire from the house. This is the ground connection. Secure the connection with an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Next, take the white wire from the receiver and twist that wire together with the white house wire. This is the neutral connection. Secure the connection with an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Complete the wiring by taking the black wire from the receiver and twisting that wire together with the black house wire. This is the power connection. Secure the connection with an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Once all the wire connections have been made, gently tuck the excess wires into the mounting bracket and outlet box to make room for the canopy to attach. The canopy attaches to the mounting bracket using 2 keyhole slots that will align with the 2 screws on the base of the bracket. If you haven't already, loosen but do not remove those 2 screws. Then, align the keyhole slots with those screws, slide the canopy up so the screws come through the keyhole slots, and then twist the canopy to engage the screws in the slots and hold the canopy in place. Then use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten both screws. It's okay to tilt the fan to create more access for the screwdriver if you do not have a short screwdriver. The canopy ring attaches to the canopy using 2 slots on the ring that will align with the 2 screws at the base of the canopy. To attach the ring, slide the ring up the downrod, aligning the slots with the screws, then press up and twist to engage the screws in the slots and lock the ring in place. The LED module attaches to the fan using 2 keyhole slots and a standard screw. Those will align with the 3 screws in the black bracket at the base of the motor. Begin by using a Phillips head screwdriver to remove and save one of the 3 screws, and then loosen but do not remove the 2 other screws. Next, feed the light wire from the fan through the center hole of the LED module and plug it into the plug receptacle on the LED module. Align the keyhole slots with the 2 loosened screws on the black bracket, then push the LED module up and twist to engage the screws in the keyhole slots. Insert the screw that was removed and saved into the standard screw hole of the LED module and completely tighten using a Phillips head screwdriver. Then completely tighten the other 2 screws. Make sure all 3 screws are completely tightened before proceeding. The twist and lock shade has 3 flat sides on the top edge of the shade. Those will align with the 3 nubs on the inner edge of the LED module. To attach the shade, align the flat sides of the shade with the nubs of the LED module, then push up and twist to lock the shade in place. Before using the remote, you will need to install the included batteries. To do so, slide the battery compartment cover off of the remote and insert the batteries according to the diagrams inside the battery compartment. Once the batteries are installed, replace the battery compartment cover by sliding it back onto the remote. This fan includes a feature-rich remote control. Press the power button to turn the fan and light on or off. Press the light power button to turn just the light on or off. Press the fan power button to turn just the fan on or off. Press one of the speed buttons to change the fan speed. 1 is the lowest, 6 is the highest. Press and hold the light minus button to dim the light. Press and hold the light plus button to increase the light's brightness. Press the 2, 4, or 8 hour button to set the timer to turn the fan off at a predetermined time. Press and hold one of the timer buttons for 3 seconds to cancel the timer. Press the Comfort Breeze button to randomly alternate fan speeds to create an organic breeze effect. Press and hold the button for 3 seconds to cancel this function. Press the Fan Direction button to change the direction of your fan's rotation. Please note that the fan must be on and running prior to pressing this button. The fan will not reverse direction if it is not on when the button is pushed. Once the button is pushed, the fan will slow to a stop and then resume operating in the opposite direction. Press and release the Color Temperature button to cycle through the light's color temperature settings. Warm white to soft white to daylight, back to warm white. The remote has been paired with the fan at the factory. If you need to pair the remote, start with the power off at the breaker box or wall switch. Then turn power back on, and within 30 seconds, press and release the Learn button in the battery compartment of the remote. Once the remote is paired, the blades will begin to spin. To use a second remote with the fan, repeat this process, but press and hold the Learn button on the second remote for 10 seconds. To attach the remote wall cradle to the wall, start by selecting an appropriate place on the wall and mark the screw holes of the wall cradle. Next, pre-drill pilot holes for the included screws. For a more secure mount, use the included wall anchors. Place the wall cradle over the screw holes and secure the cradle to the wall using the included screws. Once the wall cradle is affixed to the wall, slide the remote into the cradle for storage when not in use. When starting the fan, you may notice a bit of a stutter or the fan moving back and forth before running normally. This is typical for fans with DC motors. This action is just the DC motor magnets aligning to start the fan. Congratulations, the installation is now complete. Time to kick back with a nice tall beverage and enjoy your new ceiling fan. As always, thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe. That'll boost the algorithm and help others find the video as well. And as we always say around here, keep it breezy.